Witam Was bardzo serdecznie. Ja jestem Ariadna, a przed Wami GreedFall. Ostatnio prowadziliśmy śledztwo dotyczące morderstwa rekruta Reinera. I mieliśmy poczekać, a w kurcie dowie kilku informacji. Ten czas właśnie minął. To co? Zaczynamy naszą przygodę. Porozmawiaj z Kurtem.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Reiner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
Pewnie, że się zgodzimy.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Okej, Siora idzie z nami jako nasz healer. Ona jest dobra w tym. Okej. Okej, idziemy do pułku widmo. Gdzie to jest? Tutaj. Okej, to ruszamy. W dobrym kierunku? Tak, w dobrym. Nie w dobrym, prawie w dobrym. Musimy przejść tutaj i obok tawerny. Tutaj i tutaj. A, zanim zaczniemy rozgrywkę na dobre, to rozdamy sobie punkty. O nich zapomniałam. Z tego, co tu wcześniej patrzyłam, myślałam, że pójdziemy tutaj jeden nasz punkcik, grupowe leczenie, a także tutaj sobie dokończymy wszystkie zaklęcia i nasze umiejętności. No i następnie pójdziemy w ciężką broń jednoręczną. Już nie możemy, a niestety możemy tylko 2 punkty, ale nie możemy z tej strony. Mamy jeszcze jeden punkt w atrybutach i pójdziemy sobie w siłę woli. Mamy 100 punktów magii i czas efektu zaklęcia plus 1 sekunda. Mimo wszystko niedużo, a jednak dużo. Okej, to zostało nam ostatnie. Ale następny punkt dopiero mamy na 25 poziomie. Myślę, że później pójdziemy sobie całkowicie tutaj w siłę psychiczną. No i będziemy rozwijać następne umiejętności. Później pójdziemy w wytrzymałość, to są punkty zdrowia i równowaga. To będzie dobre. W talentach tu już mamy całkowicie. Pójdziemy albo w naukę, to jest też na 25 poziomie, albo w otwieranie zamków. To jeszcze zobaczymy. Będzie nam bardziej potrzebne. To ruszamy dalej. Zobaczyć, czym jest tak naprawdę pułk widmo i kto za tym stoi. To w ogóle przyzwoli na takie działanie, żeby wykorzystywać młodych rekrutów, obiecujących młodych rekrutów, a później je tak bezczelnie zabijać. No jak zwykle. Trzeba przyznać, że po tym, co sobie blokowaliśmy, nasze ataki są dość mocne. Już nic nie ma? Nie ma. Okej, i zbieram ich. Złote monety zawsze się przydadzą. Ja nie odmówię złotych monet. To nic nie ma, ale tutaj jest jeszcze jeden. I tutaj. Zebrałam go? Zebrałam, okej. To ruszymy dalej do pułku widmo. Ale dziwna ta pelerynka faluje. Podróż. Tu. I tu. 2 godziny 24 minuty. Punkt. Przepraszam za tą chwilę zwłoki. Trzeba było się napić herbaty. Jak słychać, moje gardło nie jest w najlepszym stanie. Dlatego od czasu do czasu mogę zamilknąć, żeby się napić herbaty. Dobra, tutaj mamy. Gdzieś na prawo. Idziemy gdzieś na prawo. Chyba tędyk. Wejdziemy tam? Chyba tak. Spotkamy po drodze jakieś stworzonka. Ale dźwięk. Tędyk możemy pójść albo tędyk. Tam mamy coś do zapisia, więc pójdziemy tędyk. Bum. Okej, zajmiemy się najpierw jednym, później drugim. A dość łatwo nam to poszło. A już się zdziwiłam. Mam nadzieję, że jak będziemy mieli bossa, też tak fajnie pójdzie. Okej, teraz tu. I tu. Dalej tutaj ścieżką. Tutaj mamy po drodze jakiś znacznik zapytania. Więc na pewno go sobie sprawdzimy. Nie ma co go omijać. Ale... Tu? To jest tu. Mamy obóz. Rozbijamy? Pewnie, że tak. Okej. Mamy już 2 obozy na 3. Już nic nie mamy, ale tutaj mamy też 2 znaczniki. Będziemy zwiedzać, to się dowiemy, czym to jest. A? Okej. Piękne pióra zawsze się przydadzą na sel. Przed nami następne zwierzątka do pokonania. I jeden padł. Teraz drugi padnie. Oj, oj, pióra. Widzę, że kurt sobie tam pięknie radzi. Zbierzemy ich od razu. Będzie na potki. Na później. O, już coś widzę tu. Obóz widmo. Tak, o, po prostu mamy wejść do niego? No, chyba tak.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
You two know each other.
We trained together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I'm Siora Donegad of the Rad.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
Okej. Mamy tak, zapytać o cel istnienia obozu, o strukturę organizacyjną i odbywające się tu szkolenia. Okej, spytamy od dołu do góry.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Okej. Strukturę.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How's it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Cel istnienia obozu.
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret, even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's, so I trust you will be discreet.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
Okej, spytajmy się o śmierć Reinara.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Reiner.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Reiner.
You've become a real sap. Fine, but try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
You don't seem to like this man.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here.
Czyżby Kurt miał z nim na pięku? Może się nie lubiali, albo jeden na drugim się znęcał. Raczej próbował się znęcać. Okej. Porozmawiamy z instruktorem.
Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. She would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
Okej. Tym razem pójdziemy od góry do dołu wszystkie pytania. O ile się uda.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
Okej. Bez kitu, jak asasyni. Topienie się w tło.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
I po to właśnie dawałam charyzmę. Teraz możemy się wszystkiego dowiedzieć na 100% i nie mamy szansy, żeby nam nie powiedziała.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Reiner, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry, haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Okej. To idziemy na dół i chcę pytać. Tylko jak tam zejść? Chyba tędyk. I hop. Okej. Pogadajmy z tobą.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, madam. I'm listening.
Porozmawiajmy o jego szwadronie.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
Okej. A na temat szkolenia?
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
Okej. Które sprawą wypadków podczas manewrów.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies.
No. Czegoś się boję i to mocno.
Soldier!
Captain.
At ease, soldier.
Okej. Padron?
You're very united in this squadron. At least that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Reiner sound familiar to you?
Yeah? Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Reiner. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
Aha.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, my lady.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Dobra. Spinamy się i idziemy teraz na drugą stronę, dowiedzieć się od instruktora drugiego szwadronu, co on ma nam do powiedzenia.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Madam?
Zapytajmy o szkolenie.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
Okej. A o szwadron?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
Okej. I spytajmy się o Reinera.
I heard the recruit Reiner trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Reiner fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
Mi też nie. Więc zobaczmy. Wchodzimy. Mam tutaj tylko jednego do przepytania. Akurat pod jego nosem.
Soldier,
Yes, Captain.
at ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
Okej. O towarzyszy ze szwadronu.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Nie wydaje mi się.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's, Captain.
Okej, zapytajmy się o młodego.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Reiner.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Reiner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, madam. Captain.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go. Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Okej. Idziemy teraz tu. Op. Wilhelm, chodź tu.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
Zapytajmy się, co tak naprawdę się dzieje w obozie.
What's really going on here? We know that Reiner didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Zapytajmy o przebieg szkolenia.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
And they call us barbarians. We could never put our own children through this.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
Okej. O, to co się naprawdę wydarzyło, chłopcu.
As for Reiner, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Reiner's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Reiner.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Okej.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Udaj, że opuścisz obóz. Okej. Idziemy. Będziemy udawać, że opuszczamy obóz. I tup, 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 tup. Punk.
Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Reiner wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You know about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Okej. To co? Próbujemy. Jak to wygląda? Mam tutaj poszukać na parterze. Okej. Nie mam pojęcia.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training.
Okej. Otwórz.
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Okej. Zobaczmy, co jeszcze mamy tutaj. I mamy tylko te dwa. Okej. Gdzie teraz? Wyższe piętro. Tutaj coś się świeciło. Co to jest? Podnieś. Rozkaz w sprawie nocnego szkolenia. Wszyscy rekruci, którzy otrzymali ten list, dostają wezwanie na nocne szkolenie żołnierza Wilhelma. Trening jest obowiązkowy. O nie. A, nie mogę stąd wyjść już. Zróbmy to szybko. Nic tu nie ma, nic tu nie ma. Okej, idziemy na górę. Nie ma co zwlekać. Kurcnął się. Na górę. Szybko, szybko. Może uda się go uratować. Gdzie teraz? Na sam koniec, tu? Tu. Cześć. Mam cię. Podnieś. Klucz do... Nie doczytałam. Podnieś list do dowódcy. Gratulacje za wykonaną pracę. Jak dokąd doskonale wypełniał swoją misję. Kilku twoich tajnych rekrutów zgodnie z planem udało się już uzyskać stanowisko blisko gubernatorów. Ojoj. Major Herman poinformował mnie, że poniosłeś pewne straty, ale nic nie może zmienić naszych planów, pracy i tak dalej, a wkrótce powinniśmy być gotowi do działania.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Okej, co tu jeszcze mamy? Mamy tu coś. List do majora Hermana. Rekruci przybyli do San Mateusz i doskonale spełniają nasze oczekiwania. Dokładnie tego spodziewaliśmy się po jednym z twoich najlepszych uczniów. Dopilnowałem, aby dowódca dowiedział się, jak dobrą robotę wykonałeś w swoim tajnym obozie. Nie mamy wątpliwości, że będzie potrafił cię za to wynagrodzić. Jeśli rekruci, których wysyłamy do innych miast, są równie skuteczni, wkrótce również będziesz majorem. Aha. Dobra, tu już nic nie ma. Teraz mamy tak. To jest w piwnicy. Szybko, szybko, szybko. Bo się uda. Mam nadzieję, że że uda nam się uratować Liama. Oj, nie tu. Chcę wyjść. Tu, o. Tu, użyj klucza. Otwórz.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
Raport w sprawie przebiegu szkolenia. Kapitanie, wyszkoliliśmy nowych rekrutów zgodnie z instrukcjami, w związku z tym, że niektórzy zdawali się mieć trudności związane z brakiem snu, wysłano ich do parnego pokoju, aby ich zahartować. Nie odbyło się bez ofiar, ale osiągnęliśmy sukces i mimo, że rekruci wyszli stamtąd nieco osłabieni, w efekcie stali się dużo bardziej chętni do współpracy.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Reiner shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself.
Okej. Ruszamy natychmiast. Pewnie na górę. Szybko.
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Okej, gdzie teraz? Na zewnątrz. Tutaj.
It's blocked.
Jak mamy tam przejść? Z drugiej strony? Albo tędyk. Nie, nie można przejść tędyk. Próbujemy przejść z drugiej strony. Tędyk się da jakoś? Nie. A tędyk? Też nie. Jak można się tam dostać? Czas nas nagli. Tędyk chyba, okej. Może się tędyk uda. A może? Spróbujmy jeszcze raz tutaj. Może gdzieś się... Jest tu jakieś przejście? Nie, tutaj nic nie ma. Tutaj też nie. Tam też nie. Chyba musimy wyjść na zewnątrz i jakoś na zewnątrz się dostać. Szybko, szybko. Jak tu można się dostać? O, tu. Okej, ruszamy szybko.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting
A, nie to.
He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Reiner.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
Przemów im do rozsądku. To jest właśnie to.
When my master of arms was in the guard, he always repeated, fight with honor. What honor is there in lynching one of your own when he's defenseless? What honor is there in being forced to kill one another the moment one of you refuses to toe the line?
none. We followed orders. Nothing more.
You've been manipulated. But it's not too late to refuse all of this, to act with honor.
You're right, Captain. It's over, Lieutenant. We will no longer beat our own.
Imbeciles! Traitors!
O, szybko poszło. Bardzo szybko.
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Okej. Ale zabierzmy tak od niej. Złote monety miała tylko. I teraz ruszamy do Rolfa.
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
Okej. Pewnie, że tak. Tylko pytanie, jak się do niego dostać?
It's blocked.
Ale jak można się tam dostać? Tędyk nie, tędyk nie. No to jak? Mogę się tu już gdzieś jakoś wspiąć lub coś? Też nie. Tu jakoś? Tędyk? Nie. A, to będzie ciężkie. To jest coś. Ale tam nic nie ma. Więc jak to jest możliwe? Jak ja mam się do niego dostać? Tutaj też nic nie ma. Tu, tędyk też nie. No dobra. Myślę, że tu jeszcze poszukam. Nie ma co tracić czasu. I rozprawimy się z nim w następnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że się podobało. Zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zasubskrybujcie kanał. No to co? Trzymajcie się ciepło. Do zobaczenia. Cześć.